I'm a winner, I'm a champion, how do I know? Well, obviously when you come in this office, you know that the champion lives here. This is K-Man, my gorgeous husband's office. These are a collection of his world championship trophies, his life as a martial artist. He's obviously a winner. He's won many, many times. Here's a really interesting question that we always ask at our house. If something happens to you and it was a positive outcome versus it was a negative outcome, how do you respond or react to both? So if somebody says to you, did you win? If you did, you usually say, yes, I won. And I'm excited about it, it was awesome. If you lose, is it possible that we come up with excuses or we come up with a story? So it usually goes like this, and I'm sure you've heard this before. You ask somebody a question, did you do this? And they say, well. What usually comes after well? A story about why they didn't win, why they didn't achieve, why the goal wasn't, I set a goal but I didn't make it happen. And the well story is, well, I was sick, or I was tired, or I was stressed, or I got injured, or somebody upset me, or there's a whole heap of wells versus yes or no. So it's been suggested by some of the best neuro headspace psychologists and psychiatrists in the world that we should just live in the yes and the no. Did you win? Yes or no? Did you achieve? Yes or no? Rather than yes, ha, all excited, or no, well, here's all the reasons why. It's just a simple explanation. Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. It's like that interesting when we say should have, could have, would have. There's no should have, could have, would haves, is there really? Think about it. There's either I did or I didn't. So if somebody says, did you do this? And you go, well, I should have, I could have, I would have. That simply means, no, I didn't. So what if we live in the I did or I didn't, yes or no? Could it make life more simple? Why do we feel the need to justify if we didn't achieve? Why do we feel like we have to defend whatever happened to whoever? The only person we have to answer to is ourselves. And if we're coming up with excuses to ourselves as to why we didn't do something, there lies the real challenge. Because if we keep coming up with excuses for ourselves, then we're never going to achieve anything. So could it be a good idea in your own headspace? Did you do it? Yes or no? Not, well, I could have, should have, would have, I wish I did, but I didn't. We just didn't. If you've got something you want to achieve, set the goal, make a plan, make it happen, do it, reset, go again. Versus set a goal, come up with excuses why you didn't do it, and then tell the whole world why you didn't do it, or worse, tell yourself why you didn't do it. And the interesting thing about giving excuses to the world is you're hearing those excuses, you're typing them, you're hearing them, you're saying them to somebody else. You have to hear it again as well. And I often it really fascinates me because a lot of people will share with me, they'll send me a goal. And then when somebody shares their goals with me, I ask them the time frame, why do you want to achieve it? When are you going to achieve it? How will you feel if you do achieve it? How will you feel if you don't? And then I put it in my diary. If it's people that are in my life or they're important to me or they're my students, I put it in my diary. And that's where the story often happens, because I will call somebody, send them a message and say, I know that you were going to do this at this time. How did you go? And you either hear, yes, I did it, or well. And I always know that when there's a well, there's a story, there's a defense, there's a I didn't do it. And that's what I'm asking. Let's not live there. And the reason for not living there is that if we keep coming up with excuses for not doing stuff, it might be better to come up with the reason why we need to work harder next time. No, Rowie, I didn't do it, but I'm going to next time because I need to do this, this, and this. So it's an action plan for doing it next time rather than an excuse for not doing it this time. I'll say that again. Let's make, if you didn't achieve your goal, if it didn't happen for you, plan it to happen next time. What do I need to do to make it happen next time versus make an excuse for why it didn't happen this time? So that you could live in an office like this, which is full of achievement. One thing you'll never hear from K-Man is a story about why he didn't win the gold medal. He'll either tell you, yes, I did win the gold medal, or no, I didn't, but he never comes up with an excuse for why he didn't. It's a very powerful, special, incredible person to live with. And as I always share, you can't attract those kind of people into your life unless you are that person. Powerful, strong achievers don't want to hang out with people that make excuses or come up with stories for why they didn't do something. Champions don't live in the should have, could have, would have. They just live in the I did or I didn't. And that's why they can sing, I am a champion of the world. Woo-hoo!